Is this a drill or something?
Greetings, Exalted Ones. My name is Dash. And I believe Obi Wan Kenobi is headed back to Star Wars Rebels Season 2, 100%. We're going to see some Kenobi. In what form? Is he going to be a hologram, more holocron? Don't think so. I think we're going to see Kenobi himself, and this is why. So let's jump back to Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when they're on Polis Massa or the Tantive 4 meeting just before Bail Organa, Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi part ways. Now, Yoda says to Obi-Wan, take Luke to Tatooine. Bail Organa takes Princess Leia to Alderaan. The big part of this whole plot is the fact that Bail Organa was there. He was present when Yoda said, hey, Obi-Wan, take Luke to Tatooine. He knows where Obi-Wan Kenobi is. Now, Obi-Wan was sent there to look after Luke and to keep doing his training with a Force ghost, Qui-Gon Jinn. But that still leaves a 20-ish year gap of interpretation when we jump forward to A New Hope. And Obi-Wan meets Vader for it seems like the last time. Well, obviously it is, and he says, you shouldn't have come back, my old master, I thought you were dead. That doesn't mean they didn't meet in between then. You assumed that, but that still leaves room for interpretation. Now, a lot of people will be upset by this fact. They'll say, hey, Obi-Wan shouldn't see Vader between those 2 points, and that's totally up to you, and I understand that. It was like when Count Dooku showed up a billion times in the Clone Wars, between the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, and when Anakin meets Count Dooku and says, my powers have doubled since we've last met, and he says, twice the pride, double the fall. I was like, you've just met 5 minutes ago, like you guys have been dueling forever, but it still gives them that room for interpretation. So we've got an Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's training out on Tatooine, he's looking after Luke, and the rebellion is about to take flight. Now, he's a Jedi Master. One of the last, Yoda, Jedi Master. Unless Qui-Gon Jinn has said something about the prophecy and the Chosen One, and don't you dare leave, to keep your butt on Tatooine, Obi-Wan, or you'll destroy the universe. I feel like he would want to help restore order in the galaxy. Sure, they were crushed at the time, but does it make much sense that Yoda and Obi-Wan, two of the most prolific Jedi of their time, are going to sit there for 20 years hiding? Unless Qui-Gon Jinn says, Luke needs you so bad, he's the chosen one, the prophecy, and they really believe it. I'm sure that they do in a sense, but I can't see them not trying to tip the scale. I'm sure that Obi-Wan's babysitting can take a rest for a while, or that he can actually be an active participant in what's going on with the rebellion. So the fact that Bail Organa knows where he is, I'm sure he can reach out. I'm sure Ahsoka, more than ever, needs Obi-Wan, especially after that Darth Vader revelation. That in itself, last time Obi-Wan saw Darth Vader, he was still a human being. Seeing him as a mechanical kind of monster, this fiend ripping people apart, maybe that he's going to be like, I need to get out there. Maybe he's going to pull a Luke when Yoda said to Luke back on Dagobah in Empire Strikes Back, don't go to Cloud City, otherwise you'll hurt your friends. Maybe there's a parallel there, because Obi-Wan, as wise as he is, it's got to be hard for him to know that the galaxy's being torn down around him, and he's stuck on Tatooine waiting for a kid that may or may not be the chosen one. The last chosen one prophecy didn't go so well, did it? So I believe that he is going to get contacted by either Ahsoka, Yoda, or Bail Organa, most probable Bail, and he's going to throw his hat in the ring. And the other reason, the big one, is Dave Filoni loves the characters that he created in the Clone Wars. He loves the actors. You can tell that. Sam Witwer doing the voice of the Emperor, coming back from the Sun as well. He did the Sun in the Clone Wars. That's just small. Ahsoka Tano. All of the clones that seem to be coming back as well. Hondo, he seems to really appreciate what the Clone Wars was doing. He mustn't have liked it being cut short, and he was like, I love you guys as actors. I feel like we had more to flesh out with your stories, so guess what? I'm going to pull you back in so that we can continue your stories along. And that means Obi-Wan Kenobi, James Arnold Taylor, should be coming back, and I 100%, with all of these facts, these things lining up as they are, we're going to see Obi-Wan in Season 2. You've got my word on that. If not, come for me. The beauty of this video is it's just the start of the discussion. Our love of Star Wars surrounds and binds us. So let me know in the discussion, do you think that Obi-Wan's going to show up? I genuinely want to know. I really do. Because if you love Star Wars, I want to talk to you about it. It's as simple as that. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Star Wars videos on origins, games, and theories, don't forget to use those force powers of yours and hit subscribe. And hey, leave a comment below about what you want to see in future videos. It may just get covered. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you. Always.